Hi everyone! The time to start your fall garden is now. Today I'm going to share with you 5 mistakes to avoid when planting your fall garden so you can have a fall garden full of thriving, delicious vegetables. First, don't plant vegetables that won't thrive in the cooler temperatures of fall. For example, here in Little Shorty, I've got some cucumbers growing. Cucumbers are a warm weather vegetable, so if you plant them in the fall, they won't do well. Same thing with tomatoes, eggplant, peppers, all the vegetables that you would typically plant in the summertime. For fall, you want to plant cool weather vegetables that will thrive in temperatures under 75 degrees. For example, here I have my fall seedlings started. I've got some peas, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli. Other vegetables that thrive in temperatures under 75 degrees are all kinds of greens like lettuce, kale, chard, also radishes, parsley, dill. Plant some of these seedlings in your fall garden and you're going to have a ton of delicious vegetables. The good thing about the cool weather vegetables is also they will take a light frost, so you can grow them into the early winter months too. You'll have a chance to win this amazing Smart Pot Little Shorty 3-foot raised bed as part of the CaliKim Smart Pots Fall Garden Kit giveaway. Now you can see what a literal growing machine Little Shorty is. We've got tons of cucumbers growing here on this trellis, some greens in the middle, and it's going to grow you an amazing fall garden as well. Mistake number 2 is starting your seeds too early or too late. With fall gardening, timing is everything. If you start too late, you're not going to get a harvest in before the cold weather hits. But if you start too early, you're going to have seedlings that are ready to plant out in the garden while it's warm out, and it's going to be too warm for them. So super important that you know your first frost date of the season, and then back up about 8 to 10 weeks before that and start your seeds indoors because it's probably too hot to start them outdoors. That way the roots can get established in the ground and you have a lot more chance of getting a harvest before your first frost hits. Now, if you don't have a frost in your area, look on weather.com and see when the average temperatures in your area are around 75 degrees or under, and then start your seeds about 6 weeks before that. Mistake number 3 is starting your fall seeds in the wrong location. Remember, these are cool weather vegetables and they germinate best in temperatures between 50 and 75 degrees. So if it's hot where you live, 80s, 90s, and 100s, and you plant them directly outside in your garden beds or containers, they're not going to germinate. What you need to do if it's still hot where you live is start your seeds indoors under grow lights. That way it's more temperature controlled and the seedlings will thrive and grow, and then you'll have transplants to put out in the garden as soon as the weather cools off, which will save you time because then you can get harvest in before the cold weather hits. Here I have my grow light shelf with tons of fall seeds started. If you don't know how to set grow lights up, I'll put a link to the video where I show you 3 easy grow light setups. It's not near as hard as you think, and it's well worth it to grow your healthy seedlings indoors, then pop them outside when the weather is right. To help you get your fall garden seeds started, you can head over to CaliKimGardenandHome.com, grab my fall garden seed collection. It's got 14 cool weather varieties for you, 30% off with the code Happy Fall, or grab my August Grow Your Groceries with CaliKim Subscription Box. The theme is fall gardening. You can get $8 off with the code Fall Veggies. If the temperature is consistently 75 or below where you live already, no need to start your seeds indoors. You can start them in little containers in a spot right outside where they get about 3 to 4 hours of sunlight a day, or you can plant the seeds right in your garden beds or containers. Mistake number 4 is transplanting your fall seedlings outside in the wrong location. Now keep in mind that during the fall, there's many hours less of sunlight a day and the angle of the sun is lower, so you're not going to get as much sunlight in the garden. For example, during the fall and winter months, this hill here behind me is almost completely shaded. So if I planted a ton of vegetables here on the hill, not enough sunlight, the vegetables just wouldn't thrive. In order to get as many vegetables as possible out of your fall garden, you need to plant it where you get the most sun possible in the fall and winter months. If you've lived in your house for a couple of years, you might already know where this spot is from previous years, but if not, take a look around your summer garden. And usually the spot that gets the sunlight last in the day is where you're going to get the most sunlight in the fall and winter. So for us here, it's the fountain planter behind me and the raised beds and containers along the fence. That's where my fall garden veggies are going to go. Mistake number 5 is not protecting your fall seedlings. Fall weather can be very unpredictable, and that can impact how your seedlings grow. Now, if you live in an area where you get frost, you might get unpredictable frosts. Remember that first frost date that you just discovered on almanac.com is an average first frost date. So you can get frost earlier. So in that case, if you've got young seedlings in the ground, you can protect them with a heavy quilt or a frost blanket simply by draping it over your seedlings, putting a couple of stakes in the ground, and then draping it over that. If you live in an area where you don't get frost, you can get those unpredictable heat waves like we can here in Southern California. In that case, it'll be too hot for the fall seedlings. It'll need protection from the heat. So in that case, you want to drape some shade cloth over your young seedlings to keep them cooler so they'll still thrive even in the hot temperatures. Besides frost blankets or shade cloth, you'll also want to spread a few inches of mulch around the base of your plants, which can protect them from heat or from cold. And I like to use shredded leaves, which are readily available in the fall. I want to hear from you in the comments how things are going with your fall garden. Have you got your seeds started yet? Have you ever made any of these mistakes yourself? I know I have plenty of times. Now here's for the fun part, the Fall Garden Kit giveaway. CaliKim and Smart Pots are teaming up for this to offer you a full garden kit. The winners will receive the Grow Your Groceries with CaliKim August subscription box with the theme, Start Your Fall Garden. Everything in there you need to get your seeds started, seeds, containers, and the Rue Garden kneeling pad, soil, plant tags, and then so you can get your fall garden transplanted outside and have plenty of growing space, Smart Pots is throwing in the Smart Pots Little Shorty 3-foot raised bed and a 15-gallon tan fabric Smart Pot container. Enter the giveaway by commenting on this video, and we're going to be doing a live drawing on our Monday YouTube live stream at noon Pacific time. Can't wait to read your comments. Good luck with the giveaway, and also head over to CaliKimGardenHome.com. Grab your fall garden seed collection for 30% off with the code HAPPYFALL, or grab yourself a Grow Your Groceries with CaliKim subscription box, $8 off your first box with the code Fall Veggies. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.